In this video, we're going to talk about all of the upgrades I've done to my room, how I've connected every PC into my room where they all can stream, how I have my main rig and my streaming rig on one headset. It sounds like so many people have done it. I just have a very unique setup. So let's break down and go ahead and talk about how I've set up all of this at the touch of a hand, touch of a button. It's really cool, guys. Let's get into it. This video is brought to you by Lightstream. Lightstream is a cloud-based streaming service where you can stream directly from your console to Lightstream, and then they will re-encode your stream with professional overlays. Things like Stream Elements, Rainmaker.gg, a whole bunch of things like videos and graphics you can put onto your stream and never have to use a streaming PC to do these things. Right now, you can get 25% off your first 3 months by using my coupon code Darkened Cyrus. So make sure you go ahead and visit the link in the description to go ahead and order this. And thank you to Lightstream for sponsoring this video. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just show you the room. I'm going to show you some active projects that I'm kind of in the middle of working on, show you something really cool I'm excited about, and then to show you how I've got all of this stuff connected, and then to show you the updates to the room. So we're going to switch over to kind of vlogging mode on my phone and show you all of that right now. And Bitful, really massive softbox, like 36-inch piece right here. That is the SL60W, and I only use like 26% of its use. It's kind of crazy how little I need, but when I use low aperture lenses, I don't really need it. And then, so let me back up a little bit. You can see right here, this is a kind of like a huge U-desk setup on how everything is connected here. My main rig, streaming PC, and then the area that's behind me. And so let's just go ahead and start with this rig. We already talked about our big key light for this. This is my old desk that I built. That's actually a IKEA top with an up down, which still works. Even though it's in a U, I did not connect these, and it does still go up and down. The things that are on here, and I don't have to worry about cabling or anything. I will zoom over here, because what you can see right there is my teleprompter. Hello, and you see my A cam and a portable monitor that's connected to the streaming rig that goes over there. And anything that's on OBS, so if I change to like game and cam, anything goes over there. So I can actually flip text and actually use it as a teleprompter. So let's talk about the PC itself when powering everything. That is a NZXT H1 case. GTX 1650 Super with the Touring encoder because it's the GDDR6 version. Ryzen 5 4500 because it was on sale. I got it really cheap, threw it on there, and it's only got 16 gigs of RAM. It's literally meant for capture, nothing else. I'm not doing anything weird with it. I'm just using it for capture. So yeah, everything runs through here. Literally everything. This is on 2.5 gig networking, so this PC streams or can stream or does all of the recording to my NAS. It links to my main rig through OBS teleport. Anything that's on the screen or audio gets sent to that over the network. I don't have to use a capture card. I do have them, but I don't want to have to run all those cables. But all that's taken care of. Even the capture PC that you're going to see over there on the TV, all that runs to this rig and can be captured and streamed really at any PC, but this is where I'm holding everything. For audio, for my main setup, I am using the SM7B. I have it, so I might as well use it. There are much better budget options for audio, but I do have it. It does require a lot of EQ for my voice. I don't like it for my voice, but it is what it is. It runs into the Wave XLR so that I can get the Wave software on this PC, and then obviously my Stream Deck. Both of these things came from my main setup when I upgraded my main setup, whatever you call it, Stream Deck. Bluetooth peripherals so I can get them out of the way if I need to. And oh yeah, I have an overhead cam linked here so I can do unboxings. That's just an old C920 I bought for a review, and it's just hanging out on a boom arm so I can easily pull it in and out of frame and be able to switch to it at any time, because you can see right there it says overhead. Yeah, I can just click to that and it'll go to it. So, logo. All right, so let's go over to audio. This is the UMC 404 HD. This is kind of an old audio interface,
But what I'm using it for is these two are coming out of my microphone on my main rig, which is over there. And all of the audio goes through my mic, plus the monitoring of the microphone so that I can hear myself on that. Goes into this piece. Right now my piano cables are connected, but I can just plug in two other microphones for testing and for kind of review purposes. And then it has a headphone out that goes to the SteelSeries Arctis Wireless Pro game DAC. And this is connected USB to the Stream PC, so all of that audio can feed into here. And all of my main PC goes into here. But neither one of them, this is one of the problems that you get with a dual PC setup. Let me turn this back around. With a dual PC setup is a lot of times you have to have both devices on to get audio from both. I didn't want that problem. If I wanted to sit down at the streaming PC and capture, I could, and I didn't have to have that PC on. That's what I kind of wanted to accomplish. So that's kind of where we're going with it. All right, let's turn you back around. Anyway, that's my solution to the problem. Plant. Apparently someone thinks that I'm an adult. And got me this. Actually, a former student of mine got me this, and it was actually a really awesome present, so really happy with it. Old logo. M1 MacBook Air. This is my on-the-go PC. And really cool case, by the way. It has like a feed in it. Oh my gosh. It makes life so easy with this thing. Love it. And then here's my main PC. This is kind of what has grown over time. In here is a 5900X, 3080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, and a bunch of cable management that I'm not gonna do.
What the heck?
So you can roast me in the comments because I don't care. Why? Because all those cables will probably move eventually. The truth is I'll probably button them up, but it's kind of what it is. And so everything runs into there. I switched out my Stream Deck stuff and the Wavelink for the Stream Deck Plus just because I wanted to get the Wave software and I knew I was going to use USB. And so you get the Wavelink software, all of the dial controls, which are crazy good. Yeah, SteelSeries Arctis Pro. My wife made me this, look at this. Isn't this adorable? She like painted this and made this for me. And then she signed it. Budge is like my nickname, and her name is Aston. She named it Ass. How cool is that? Anyway, for audio, this setup, let me pull the arm over. This is using the Fifine K688. This is like the best budget microphone I've ever reviewed to this day, hands down. But the audio going to the interface, that's the cable for that, and then it's USB. So I do get all the USB functions like mute and everything, but it is XLR if I wanted to be able to use it that way. But that's what it is. Joby sent me these really awesome mic arms. Pretty cool. Let me move my hat out of the way. They sent me these really awesome mic arms. They sent me that one, and they sent me this one. They come with like a cup holder piece, but I didn't have, I didn't want to mount them on the front side. I wanted them on the back side of the desk. So for lighting, these are Samtian lights. And these are actually made by Newer Now. I think they bought the brand, but I cannot recommend these things enough. Wow. For the cost, I think you can get these for like $150 for the pair, and they come with a remote. They don't have an app to Elgato or anything, but they do have a remote so that you can be able to use them. But these things are fantastic. So I use one pointed at the wall when I have this camera. This is the ZV-1F. When I have this one mounted there, this is the shot, the camera lighting for that shot. And then this is the Neuron V21 for if I don't have this camera here. For whatever reason, that'll be the webcam. And this one I've turned into a hair light for the A-roll shot. It's not on right now because it's set to like 3200 Kelvin, and this one's at 54. Mod Mat from Gamers Nexus. This is where I plan to do some PC build stuff. I do have a couple PCs to build. I have a tower there, I have a test bench over there, and a tower coming, whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna be doing a lot of PC content. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this has kind of become like a touch-all, hold-all violin. It's an electric violin. I'm a classically trained violin player, by the way, like 22 years. I taught music for so long, but you guys know me as a tech creator. Arrowwood sent me these panels. Have not done the video for them yet, but I think I'm just gonna do a big DC on that wall. They sent me 36, and they sent me this blue, black, and gray. So if y'all have any suggestions, jump in Discord with the design, and then I'll put it, I wanna put it on that wall. So let me know. This has become kind of like a catch-all. I knew it was gonna be that for active projects or just like crap to go somewhere until I figured out what to do with it. You know, PC building stuff, audio, there's microphones in the box over there, et cetera, et cetera. But what really matters is this PC right here is my server PC. So it has a GTX 1070 and a Xeon 2596 or 2597 V3, I can't remember, V2. It's a 12-core processor. It virtualizes a gaming system off of this. Docker and my NAS runs on this. This was my old NAS PC, by the way. If you're a content creator, get a NAS. Oh my God, just get a NAS. Let me just tell you, here, I'll flip this back around. I made the mistake of not having a backup, and all of my files, I look like a Smurf with the blue. Ooh. Anyway, I made the mistake of not backing up my files, and I had a drive fail in my main PC, and all of my like OBS singers, transitions, logos, the raw files, current projects, gone. And I made that mistake. I will not make that mistake again. It actually backs up to the cloud every night. Really cool. Old RGB thing, you can see they flicker. So I don't use them very often on camera because they are not like video friendly. But this one I set to white, and it's my hair light. If I back up, you'll be able to see it. It actually shoots down right there. It's my hair light for my main setup. All right, let's go and turn around. I'm actually gonna turn this key light this way. So we have some light over here so this camera doesn't struggle. Okay, so my wife actually just finished playing up some Hogwarts Legacy in here, and she absolutely loved it. She was hanging out with me. But anyway, I want to talk about this area. This is gonna be like a console streaming area where we do console capture and stuff. Specifically, because a lot of you guys that watch me are console streamers or console people. And so, because I've done a lot of content with that, so I wanted an area specifically for that and just kind of a place to hang out. So there's an Xbox over here. We'll hopefully get a couple more consoles. But anyway, my son also loves to hang out up here, so all of his stuff is stashed in all of the cubbies. But the TV's 4K, because I needed a 4K monitor, and I said, well, I'll just save costs and just get a 4K TV to test out 4K. It's just a futon right there, but a couple of things. This mini PC that I reviewed, crazy good. And this thing was 1080p 60 at a good bit rate, 6K bit rate, and it handled it wonderfully. So I actually leave this here, and anything, because this is just a 60 hertz panel, anything that I'm doing on this TV runs through this, which can be OBS teleport to the streaming PC, to whatever I want to do. I can just go, all right, let's go over here, and then do it. So what you might be asking yourself is, what is this? Because it's not it's not an Xbox. This is actually SteamOS from the Steam Deck, but there's no Steam Deck. It's this PC. So there's a video coming on this. It's kind of crazy. So this whole rig is running Steam Deck OS and is like the perfect couch PC. Yeah, sure, I could get a console, but I can't upgrade a console. I can put any kind of upgrades in this to make this a better experience. And what I have here is pretty cheap for what it is. It's more expensive than a console, but 4K 60, crazy, it's awesome. And I can upgrade it and get Discord and native apps, and I can edit stuff on it. It's amazing. So yeah. So I'll turn that around. This is kind of my room in its current state, and there's probably not much more I would do in here except design things that are on the wall, and we'll get to that point. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to past Brandon when he said he was gonna go record this before all the audio problems that hit me, and yeah, let's jump back over there.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think the setup is too much? Do you think it needs something? Do you have questions about it? This is kind of like a part 2, and I'll go ahead and like link, I think it's this side that it's going to go. I'll put a card up there for part 1 where I kind of started moving things around and getting desks where they needed to be and getting this camera kind of set up. So yeah, I would love to hear from you. Send me like anything, jump in Discord, come be a part of the community. We just did that massive fundraiser. I'd love for you to be a part of those events. We have another charity event coming up like in a couple of weeks. There's always something to do in the darkness. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video. It's kind of like a long video, but it's been crazy setting this room up, and hopefully there's a lot more content to be made in this room. Make sure you comment below, go ahead and like this video, let other people see this video. I'd really appreciate it if you did. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.